Hello everyone, it's Dee and welcome to my second channel and welcome to your Celestial Guidance Pick a Planet reading. In this reading, we are going to receive guidance about something you're going through right now, or is going to be a bit of a prediction about something that's upcoming within the next 30 days. There are 4 planets to choose from: Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune. I will start with Uranus. There will be timestamps for the other 3 listed below. Hello there. So, choosing Uranus is all about unexpected twists that are coming up, or some unexpected twists that you have recently encountered. And this is a message that the unexpected is welcome, is a blessing, is leading you exactly to where you want to go or what you want to happen for yourself. So if you feel like you had to take a detour recently, or things aren't moving as quickly as you wish they would, trust the timing of things, all right? And some of you, this is talking about there's going to be some unexpected twists up ahead. Don't count yourself out. Don't think that by the way things look right now, today, in this moment, that that's any indication of what's up ahead and what's to come for you. So let's pull a few cards here and get deeper into your reading and see what guidance Uranus wants to offer you. Okay, so we have genetic codes coming in, and we have a seer. Ooh, you have been getting a lot of intuition or foresight, or you have dreams of things that you know are meant to be for you, or things that are about to happen for yourself or for others. Or some of you have been saying all your life, I'm meant to be XYZ, or I'm meant to have this, I'm meant to become this. Some of you just have this knowing about yourself, your destiny, or this information comes to you kind of very spontaneously. And in a moment, it's like you can never hear your intuition, but when you need to hear it, when you need a message, it comes through very, very loud and clear. And what Uranus is saying here with these genetic codes is all of you have some bit of spiritual evolution from lifetimes past, okay? You're meant to be more in tune with energies, with your intuition. Some of you psychics, some of you mediums, some of you empaths, okay? Each one of you that was attracted to Uranus, it's because you do possess a spiritual gift which comes from evolution of past lifetimes. And now, in this moment, about whatever you're asking about or what's about to unfold in your life, you know, you are sensing the vibes, you know your path forward. Even if people around you are like, that's stupid, that's dumb, you could never do that, you could never be that, you're crazy, that's too big of a risk, there's a part of you that just knows. And Uranus is saying you've got to trust that inner voice. It's at your core. You can't turn away from it, even if it seems impossible in this moment, or you've tried, and nothing has unfolded up to this point. You know what you know, and timing is truly everything. And I will tell you, when I was awakening, like, I've always been really sensitive to energies and stuff, and then as I was awakening, obviously that increased, and I was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, like, as that was unfolding for me. And I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. And now, you know, 8 to 10 years on from that point, I can look back and see how much I've grown and evolved and experienced and expanded since that point. And the things I thought I was ready for then, I've barely become ready for now. And so some of you need to hear that. You are destined for that calling, that you feel that inner pull, but it's a journey. There's different things you have to experience. There's different things you have to go through to grow you, to evolve you, to expand you and bring you into the vibration of that which you seek, and that it's that inner knowing. And so there's going to be a lot of unexpected twists and turns, but it's all in your favor. And deep within, you'll always know. And also, you are having an activation taking place right now with these genetic codes, which is only going to heighten your spiritual gift, or this is bringing you into a full-blown spiritual awakening, illumination, expansion. Okay, also, some of you, there is somebody who is going to cross your path. Okay, and this is not me. I know I'm giving the reading, but there is somebody else that's going to cross your path that's going to confirm what you know within. Okay, this could be another tarot reader. This could be a psychic. This could just be a stranger that you have a conversation in passing and they just happen to say the perfect thing. It could be somebody you know. It's just somebody's going to come in and they're going to say something to you and it's going to click and it's going to activate and you're just going to you're going to surrender into that inner knowing of your path, of your destiny, of what you should do, of what is right for you. So let's pull some tarot. Yeah, see, you got the Queen of Swords. You know what you know. Next out is the King of Wands, and the Wands is spiritual energy. So you got the King and Queen coming through. Next you have the Knight of Wands, the action and movement forward. When it comes, it's going to come quick, okay? Even if you've been on something for like years and no movement, no growth, when it happens here, it's going to happen quick. And here's the blockage. And lastly, the Seven of Wands, where you feel like you've got to defend yourself. You've got to defend what you know to be true for you. So I'm going to read this a couple different ways. So first out, we have these three people showing up in your reading. And these could be people that I feel this is more of like a blockage, a deterrent for most of you that were attracted to this reading, where, you know, these people around you, they don't see the way that you see, they don't perceive the way that you perceive, they don't understand energies and spirit and life in the way that you do. And you know, with Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and Aquarius energy is known to be ahead of its time, very innovative, quirky, eccentric, out there. And that's how you feel with the people that you are surrounded by. Like, you just don't fit in. And it's not that there's anything wrong with you, it's just that you have a much different awareness of life, of self, of energy, of spirit, connection to Gaia. All right, whether you are fully consciously aware of it or not, you're cut from a different cloth, and it comes from your evolution of lifetimes before. And so this is a good time to truly embrace who you are. You know what you know. And also, you know, you may try to give guidance, give forewarning to people, because you just read energy and you know when somebody's a bad seed for your friends, for your family, for your coworkers. Sometimes you don't always pick up on that bad seed energy when it's for yourself personally, right? But that's for your lessons that you learn. But for other people, you're usually spot on. And I can see where you try to speak what you know, you try to give genuine advice and guidance, and it's like you're shunned, and people throw up their defenses, and they just want you to agree with them. They want you to tell them, you know, that what they think and what they believe is what's happening, and that's just not the case. Like, you know when a friend is tangled up in a bad romance or has other crappy friends around them, or family members, same thing. Like, you know it, you pick up on those vibes. And I think you really do try to warn people and give good guidance, good advice, but they block you and they get very defensive. And it could have made some of you really question yourself question your ability, you know, because it's like, why do I feel these things? Why do I know these things if I'm blocked, if this information is rejected? And it's because they can't handle the truth, okay? And people say they want the truth, but I have found people don't. Doing readings like I do, I've done a lot of personal readings in my life, and at this point, the only personal readings I do is people that spirit aligns to me, truly aligns to me in interesting ways. I don't charge for it or anything. I just, when a spirit puts it on my heart, I just do it, okay? And I will tell you, a lot of people come to get a reading because they want you to validate what they believe, what they feel. And if you're not picking up on that, you're not getting that same message, then they want to say you're wrong, you're a bad reader, you're this, you're that. And, you know, that can affect you. That can make you question yourself and your ability. And I feel for many of you, you've been going through some lessons where you are learning the difference of someone's projection that they're putting upon you, and knowing yourself, knowing your core, knowing your compass, where there is just utter truth and like utter knowing. And so there's been this struggle between the projection of others upon you and what you know to be true within you about yourself, your life, as well as them and their life and their choices and people that they are involved with. You are ahead of your time, all right? Just because you have some ideas or some thoughts about some things and other people are like, oh, that's stupid, that's crazy. It's not. They're not at that level. They don't have the evolution, the experience from their past lifetimes, okay? That's why Uranus is coming in to let you know you are different. You are cut from a different cloth, and that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. There's an evolution about you, okay, that other people don't possess, and it's time to embrace that aspect, okay? Here it is. You know what you know. Your soul tells you, and even though you feel like energy has been very, very restricted and slow moving for you, when it's time, it's going to come in like lightning, very quick, very fast. Like all movement in your life, I feel like that's kind of how your journey goes, where it's slow and steady, or just boom, there it is, okay? And you've got to trust that energy and know that if it's slow moving, it's because you're really evolving, you're really growing, you're receiving a lot through each and every experience, whether you deem it a good, positive, bad, or negative experience. You are growing, you are evolving through every single moment of that in a preparation for your very next step. And each step is leading you to a place where you know within that you will find your destination, your manifestation. You know it at your core, and it's time to fully embrace that and close out the noise of the world, of other people's projections, thoughts, emotions, opinions. It's not relevant in your world for your journey. This is a lesson that you are working on, where you are learning to trust your core, your inner compass, over everything else, no matter what external reality appears to be in any given moment. You will always know the truth at your core, and it's time to really, really trust that, okay? And also, again, there's going to be somebody who comes in and really validates what you've been feeling. They're going to cross your path, okay? We have this Queen of Wands, this King of Wands, or Queen of Swords, King of Wands, or Knight of Wands, okay? So masculine and feminine energy, older, 30 or above, or 29 and below there. So there is somebody coming in who's just going to say the right thing to you, and it's going to make so much click, okay? And that's like a messenger from the universe, and they may be aware or not of the message that they're delivering to you, but you'll know. It'd be like a key that unlocks you. All right, so let's pull some more cards. All right, so this just jumped out, feeling alone, feeling unsure, and this is going to change for you. Okay, you've just got to trust your journey, and sometimes you've got to walk it alone so that you can really discover yourself, really know yourself. And you know, you could think, oh, I do know myself, but you'd be surprised, you know, how much more you discover about yourself on a solitude journey for a year, 2 years, or 5 years, where you have very little you know, ties with friends, with romance. You know, you have your family, your home base, or maybe you don't, but you discover so much about yourself. And now look at this. We have a returning friend also coming in. This returning friend, I feel, is the person that is going to tell you what you need to hear, is going to validate you finally, and you're not going to be feeling so alone. You're coming to the end of that, where it's like, I just stick out like a sore thumb. Where are my people? Where is my soul tribe? You're going to come into alignment with that, okay? It's just you've been working on some lessons, and once this activation happens here, there's an empowerment within you, where what used to hurt you and get you down, no more. It's not going to weigh heavy on you anymore. People who reject you, who walk away, who abandon, who don't support you, who aren't excited, who always tell you you can't, that's not going to penetrate you the same after this activation. It's just not, because you know what you know, and it's been like a push and pull within yourself against, you know, the peanut gallery out here, and finally you're coming into balance to yourself. And there, from that space, you're unstoppable, okay? And what would block you and cause you to throw your defenses up is no longer going to trigger you. Somebody's coming back in to your life here to really support you and guide you, and I just feel the conversation, it's so activating for you, and you're no longer going to feel like you're totally alone and on your own with this journey. All right, so let's pull you a final message here. Oh yeah, look at that. Don't take anything personally. Everyone lives in their own dream, and it's time for you to embrace you and your dreams, and realize that the dreams of others are projected upon you. And the reason why people project is because sometimes they fear a lack of control. Okay, or if you're reaching bigger than them, that makes them feel small and intimidates them, so they tell you that you can't. Don't take it personally. You know what you know, okay? All people live in their own dream, in their own mind. They are in a completely different world from the one we live in. Just let that sink in and run deep, and embrace you, embrace your unique nature. All right, there is nothing wrong with you. It's just everybody has their own perception, and people have been trying to squeeze you into their perception, and it's time for you to release all of that and expand into the shape in which you truly are. All right, so those are your messages from Uranus. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So everybody that chose Saturn, lesson in progress. And Saturn just moved from Capricorn into Aquarius as I'm recording this. And so being drawn to Saturn, I know the last 3 years have been very challenging. Saturn's been in Capricorn, which means you've been doing a lot of hard work, working through a lot of heavy lessons. And Saturn is now saying, hey, you're coming to the end of that. These last 3 years have been really hard on you, but the next 3 years are the other side of that coin. Things are now shifting. Things are now improving. You have been in a fog. You've felt stuck, you felt restricted because you've been learning a deep soul lesson here. And so don't let the last 3 years deter you or prevent you from believing that the next 3 years of your life can be beautiful and blessed and happy and abundant, and that things aren't going to change for you, because they are. You're wrapping up a deep lesson here, and that's why you've been in the struggle. And some of you may feel like the same thing has been repeating over and over, or it's like the universe is against you. You can't win for trying. Like no matter what you do, the same thing. You've been working on a deep, deep soul lesson. So let's pull some more cards here and go deeper into the message from Saturn to you. Oh yeah, look at a door is opening. You are truly stepping into a new realm with Saturn now being in Aquarius. It's going to be a much different energy, vibe, and experience for you. And we have old pent-up emotions. It's time for a big purge and release as well. So that is good to see. What's been plaguing you, what's been hurting you, what it feels like, you know, an anchor holds you down emotionally, mentally. You are now going to rise above that. Remember, you've been working on a deep soul lesson. And man, sometimes Saturn can really rock our worlds and wake us up into a whole new dimension of reality. And it's painful and it sucks as it's happening. But once, you know, the lesson is completed and all of that experience transforms into wisdom, you are a different being. You are a different version of yourself. You're experiencing a whole new reality because you've completed that lesson. You know, it's like I'm seeing a video game, how you complete different lessons in video games, different lessons, different levels. And, you know, from one level to the next, the landscape, the scenery is different. And that's what I'm seeing. Like, that's what Spirit's giving me, is the landscape in which you've been dealing with these last 3 years is now about to shift. You are walking through a door, stepping through a portal, you know, and Saturn and Jupiter are conjunct on December 21st, 2020. And so if you're watching prior to that, that's going to be a powerful moment of energy for you, okay? That's when this door is now opening for you. If you're watching it beyond that, this door has begun to open. What's different? What's starting to change in your life now? Because here, this old pent-up emotions energy is attached to the lesson that you're now completing. So that is not going to hold you down, haunt you, and plague you. And some of you may have felt that certain things that have happened in your life, I will never get over that. I will never get beyond that. And you're going to find that now you're done with that energy. It has served its purpose in your evolution, in your growth, and you're like truly expanding beyond it and moving into this new realm. So let's pull you some tarot. Yes, the magic is coming back in. Queen of Pentacles, things finally solidifying, feeling like you're standing on a solid, firm foundation. Some of you getting steady employment, or money starting to be much more solid if it's been a bit shaky. Nine of Wands, and that's you. You've experienced a lot over these last 3 years, and you know, you feel beaten, battered, and wounded in certain ways, but this is going to heal. All 9 of these wands are going to release, and you're going to feel much lighter. Next, oh, look at that, the Tower. You've had many Tower moments, but I also feel there's a beautiful, shocking turn of events, and now we have the Queen of Wands also coming through. All right. Two major arcana, two queens, and in the center is the Nine of Wands. So this being at the center is talking about the journey that you have been on. And each wand is representing a different lesson and experience, and that could, be through a relationship, through a job, through just different experiences you've had along this past 3 years. But this is a depiction of you, and you're much stronger than you realize. Some of you could say in this moment, like, I can't take anymore, or I would break. And the truth is, you could take more and you would handle it and you would be strong, but you don't have to. You're coming to the end of this, but Spirit wants you to know that you're so much stronger, wiser than you give yourself credit for. The journey you've walked, not many people could, walk your path and do as well as you have, or even dream of doing better than you. Okay, it has not been easy. The soul lessons you signed up for, you did want to receive quite a bit of evolution here in this journey, and it has not been easy, especially these last 3 years. There has been, several tower moments where you might, at this point, when you wake up, if something bad doesn't happen in your day, you're like, okay, what's wrong? Some of you have gone through it that severely where it's just like, okay, if something's not wrong, I don't know, like, I'm nervous, I'm anxious because something is just always like, I've just always got to be on guard. I've just always got to be waiting for the, other shoe to drop, that type of energy. It's like you're done with that. And, going through experiences like that really does make you resourceful in ways, that you would never otherwise. And I've been through, some situations like that, a course of time, several years, where it was literally just one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. And now, when I look back, I see what those experiences brought me. At the time, it sucked and I hated life, but it really did make me stronger, more resourceful, more patient, caused me to soften my own energy and come into a place of surrender and flow and harmony much quicker when things are all crazy than in the past. And so many of you, like, that's the energy you're at now, where you've gone through so much, you handle things with such grace. You don't realize that you've really held it down. You've really kept it together. And, here with this Queen of Pentacles, I feel there's a reward coming in, some sort of physical manifestation, materialization for you. Some of you, it could be moving homes, and it kind of just comes like out of nowhere, very, very unexpectedly. But remember, this is a positive thing. Okay, so there may be a change of residence, a change of location for some of you with the home, and others of you, this could be a job situation where something really, really positive just shows up. A really awesome offer just shows up. And there's people on your side here. There's two people that are currently in your life or are coming into your life. They're showing us queens. It could be male or female. Okay, but they're showing us queens, which showing us queens is letting me know that this is more emotionally based. Like, these are people who care about you, want to help you. Very nurturing energy with this Queen of Pentacles, can be a bit stubborn. I'm right, but always means well, will take care of you, will help you, is a good shoulder to cry on, shares their resources if they can. And this person here is somebody who is very high energy and very spontaneous and willing to take risks. Like, these are opposites. This person is very rooted, practical, stable, grounded. Over here, let's go, I'm spontaneous, let's go on an adventure, let's do this, let's do that. So you have these two energies, and they're either in your life or they're about to come into your life. These people really care about you, okay? And there's going to be some magic that you get to experience with them, because things are changing for you now. You are going to the other side of the coin, where the trouble, the heartache, the headache, the heavy lessons, you know, those are a thing of the past. Doesn't mean that you are done with lessons for the rest of your life. It's just saying for the next 3 years, life is going to feel a bit different, and the lessons and evolution that you are receiving is not in the same area of your life in which you have been working and you have been struggling. Many of you, you know, it's like job, money, home, or maybe even some relationships for some of you, since you do have two queens coming through. But the Magician is saying the magic is now beginning, and it's going to really surprise you how it unfolds. Okay, so truly expect the unexpected. Expect a door to just kind of appear and open for you, and when that happens, you know, hey, I'm done with these lessons. Wow, I'm truly stepping through the portal. It's time for a whole new me. It's time for a whole new experience in life. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have romance focus. Out of this entire deck of like 70 cards, there is only one specific card about romance. So many of you, this has been a lot of lessons through romantic partnerships that you've been facing and dealing with. And now we have unmotivated, and you've just been at this for so long that some of you are, you know, are kind of in the space of like, man, do I just give up hope? Is this how it's always going to be? Am I going to just be taken advantage of? Am I just going to be used? Is the ground always going to fall beneath my feet? All right. But this energy is going to change, okay? You are coming to the end of this lesson that you've been working on. And in that space, with this Queen of Wands, that's talking about like you being re-energized, you feeling excited, spontaneous, open, flirty, fun, excited. But here in the Queen of Pentacles, this is the, you know, a part of you where you have grown and evolved, and even though you're willing to be spontaneous and take risks, you're very rooted and you're grounded and you're practical, okay? And you're going to go at your own pace, and you're not going to let anybody push you around or try to bully you. You're really feeling empowered here. So in romance, things are shifting. In relationships of all kinds, things are shifting. And where you have just felt low energy, you know, like, why even try? Why do I even care? What's the point? Like, all of that is now changing for you because you're coming out of this. And it's been a very heavy journey for some of you, with a lot of really hard things that you had to go through. And you've evolved. And you deserve a nicer journey. You deserve more sun in your life, rainbows, happiness, joy, because of what you've been through. And that's the door you're stepping through. You know, it's like, this is what you're leaving behind. Just look at the imagery of that. This is what you're leaving behind, and this is what you're stepping into. It's like the darkness into the light, into the happiness, into the sun. It's very, very beautiful. All right, let's pull you one final message. All right, surrender and let go of the past. Old pent-up emotions. Yeah, deep healing coming in for you as you move out of this heavy teachings of Saturn, as Saturn was in Capricorn. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. And what's happening right now is you're stepping through a door. And through this door, a new romance, a better romance for some of you, new friend connections, new job, new home, better money. All right, Let the past go. It doesn't define you anymore. And what is not with you is not meant to be with you. Cannot walk through this door with you. And there's so much beauty ahead of you, all right? So those are your messages from Saturn. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So for those of you attracted to Jupiter, Jupiter is saying there is positive energy coming into your world over the next 30 days. Expect a beautiful positive energy shift in whatever area of your life you were asking about or wondering about. Also, Jupiter just moved out of Capricorn and is in Aquarius for the next year. So over the course of this next year, as Jupiter moves through Aquarius, you are very, very blessed by that energy. And it's starting, and my intention for this reading was like within the next 30 days. This is card 31. So over the next 31 days, there is a beautiful positive energy shift taking place for you. And that is going to be part of your landscape for the next year, all while Jupiter is in Aquarius. So let's pull some cards and get deeper into your reading. Alright, so we have challenges. You're coming out of the challenges of Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all sitting in Capricorn, working you hard, really stretching you and expanding you. You're coming out of these challenges. That is where this positive energy shift is taking place, and it's going to open a door for you, an unexpected door opening. And you guys are all here for different reasons, asking different questions. And so Jupiter is saying you've been challenged, it's been a struggle, and now positive energy shift there, and a door is opening. A door for a job, for a move, for a friendship, for a romance, for a dream to come true. It's different for all of you, okay? But this is beautiful. Where it was challenging, painful, I don't understand, now a door opening, and this door is leading you on a beautiful path, beautiful journey over the next year. So let's pull some tarot and look deeper into this journey, this opening door, getting out of the challenges and restrictions. All right, we have the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Tower. Nice. This positive shift comes very, very unexpected for you, okay, with the Tower there. Like, really, you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, or I did not expect it would work out that way. But here it is, the Two of Wands. Progress finally being made, stepping from one world into the next, that opening door. All right, so this wand here represents these challenges, and those challenges are different for each of you, as this is general, okay? But this wand represents that. And now, because Jupiter and Saturn have shifted into Aquarius, he's holding the world there. You've completed the lessons of the soul that you were meant to achieve as they transited through Capricorn. Now they're in Aquarius, and it's time to pick up this new wand, step forward into this new world through this new door. And it's like happiness, it's celebration, reason for joy. And some of you, this is like a new job offer opportunity. This could be a big positive shift in your income. You know, if you're in a partnership, maybe your spouse is getting a really good job. You know, this is going to impact you all differently, but here it is. What's behind this door is something being offered to you: a new job, money, maybe a move, maybe a solid new commitment romantically or in friendship. Okay. Somebody that you share resources with, something really beautiful, positive happening for them, which impacts you both in a positive way. But here you are on the other side of this door, where we are happy, we are going out, we're socializing, we're connecting, and money is good. Connections are good. There is a solid, like, those of you where this is new romance, this is a solid commitment that you can count on. This isn't somebody who's just, you know, pretending and saying what they think you want to hear. This would be a very solid commitment. So a lot of happiness, stability. And now here with the Six of Cups, this represents a couple of different things. What's on the other side of this door is, for some of you, what you've been trying to manifest for yourself through these challenges. Okay, and look at just the synchronicities don't stop. See, like the portal, the door right there. Okay, what you've been trying to manifest for yourself on this side through all the challenges, now you're stepping through that portal there, and it manifests through that open door. So definitely things you've been trying to achieve and manifest for yourself over the last few years. And then for some of you, this could be a reconnection with somebody on the other side of this door, a friend, a family member, or a romance. All right, and it's very unexpected. This reconnection, it's just like, whoa, I never thought I would run into you again. Or if you had a falling out, like you just never thought you guys would be able to mend bridges or something along those lines. So a reconnection of somebody very unexpected. The way things manifest for you, unexpected. This door opening, though you've wished for it and hoped for it and have been trying to create that and manifest that for yourself, when it happens, it's just like boom, and you didn't see it coming. That's the best. That is the best. All your cards here are great cards. I mean, the Tower can really go either way, but it's aspected so beautifully with everything else that's come out here that's a good, happy shock and surprise. Some of you are going to be moving. Okay, the Tower can represent a change of location, a big, big, big move for some of you. And this could just be a decision you come to. It could be that you get offered a job in a different state or a different country, and it's like something you just can't turn down, but it's celebration. You're excited for this. If this is a big move, you're so happy about it. Okay, some of you, maybe money has been tight. It's going to improve. It's going to get better through this door. The way that it happens for each of you will be different, but it's going to get better because you're celebrating here. You're happy. And it's like what you wanted in the past is like now finally showing up for you with this beautiful positive energy shift, getting out of those challenges, setting that wand down because you've completed that energy, that journey, and it's time for happiness and celebration. And it doesn't mean the next year isn't going to, have its challenges to it. It's just what has been really plaguing you or holding you from happiness and joy, that's not an issue for you over the next year. That energy is falling away, and there's a lot of emotional happiness and fulfillment, financial stability, a big move or a big job change going on, somebody reconnection from the past for some of you. So those of you that were attracted to Jupiter, positive message all the way across the board. You're coming out of the challenge, you're coming out of the heartache and the money struggles, the lack of abundance, into happiness, into security, into solid commitment, into truth and honesty and things you can count on. Just a lot of happiness is up ahead for you, and it's beginning now over the next 30 days, and it truly goes with you the entire next year, where you have more happy days and moments than sad and down moments, okay? And I just feel you've had more sad and down moments over the past like year or so than you've had happy moments. All right, so let's pull some more cards. Yeah, look at, you're coming out of the hard times. Okay, we have romance focus. Some of you are coming out of hard times financially. Some of you coming out of hard times within a current committed relationship. Some of you coming out of hard times being single and alone and sad. And this could be a brand new romance on the other side of that door, or it could be a returning romance for some of you on the other side of that door. Okay, general read. But whatever that romance is, it's solid. It's a soulmate with the Six of Cups, and that Ace of Pentacles is like, I want something real. I want to make this real and true. I don't want to play. I don't want to pretend. So beautiful new or returning romance on the other side of that door. And committed couples, things easier for you guys on the other side of that door. And then for others of you, that romance focus is irrelevant. Okay, and it's just you've been going through the challenges, the struggle, the hard times, and you're done with that energy. And it's almost going to be like very shocking, like lightning, the way things just kind of turn on a dime for you. So expect good things. You're coming out of this snow, cold, frozen energy into this beautiful sunny day. I mean, just look at the difference in imagery on those cards. We're coming out of this. It's time. We've completed that cycle. And we're stepping in to the sunshine. So beautiful message from Jupiter. Let's pull you guys one final card. Okay, don't make assumptions. Learn to ask questions. And it says, it is always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you will know the truth. So those of you that this is about, connection, like a returning connection, this is Spirit saying, do not assume that you know everything. Ask questions because you might find yourself very, very surprised about some things. And and for the rest of you, don't make assumptions about what is going to happen for you or what could be for you based on what you see right now today. All of that is going to shift and change for you. You're coming into some very, very positive energy. So those are your messages from Jupiter. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. All right. So by choosing Neptune, this is letting me know that you guys are confused about something in your life. You don't have a clear perspective or true understanding about something. All right. You could have a feeling about something and someone, and you try to talk about it or get information, but they deflect you. This would be a yes if you've been asking, am I being gaslighted? Am I being lied to? Am I being led astray? This is Neptune saying yes. You got to trust your intuition, your inner voice. If something feels off, it is. Others of you, there's just a lot of confusion about a specific situation in your life, a choice you need to make. What do I do here? What's the best outcome for me? So Neptune is all about a hazy perception. You will all relate to that for different reasons, but he wants to help clear the air so that you can see the truth, okay? So Neptune wants to bring you the truth of things. Let's pull some more cards and go deeper into your reading. All right, so we have genetic codes. So you are definitely about to receive an activation within your soul. And then look at this, we have astral projection. Not surprised to see astral projection with Neptune. But this is, wow, you guys, each and every one of you that was attracted to Neptune, you have a lot of different angels and spiritual guides around you, ancestors around you, always guiding you, always telling you the truth. And it's like people around you, don't listen to them. When you feel something and you know something, you know what you know. You might not be able to put your finger on it. You might not be able to prove it. But Neptune is like, you've always got to trust yourself, because when you start doubting yourself, that inner voice, it really throws you off balance. It really splinters your energy. It makes you insecure. It creates insecurities you never had previously, okay? So big, strong message. Those of you who are asking, is this person lying? Is this person gaslighting me? Yes. Whether it's a friend, a family member, a romance, somebody trying to sell you something, it doesn't matter. The answer to that is yes. And now this other message is, really pay attention to the dreams that you are having over the next 30 days, because you are meeting with your spiritual council on the astral each and every night here. Okay, some of you, this feels like a bigger deal. This is not so much about what's happening in your 3D. It's about your spiritual journey, your spiritual gift, your purpose of being here on this planet at this time. You're just very unclear about that. You might be saying to yourself, am I a light worker? Am I a star seed? Am I truly spiritually gifted? Okay, and you could question your intuitive ability or your psychic ability, because you could feel things and sense things, and you bring it to that person's attention, and then they deflect and they tell you no, and they tell you that you're wrong. Okay, so some of you have really struggled to receive the validation and the confirmation you need to let you know that your intuition or what those vibes you pick up on are correct, that you are perceiving things correctly, okay? And your spiritual team wants you to know, yes, you are. And you guys, those of you where this is more of like this spiritual awakening, questioning, yes, you are meant to be here on this planet at this time for purpose. Your dreams hold a lot of information. Some of them may foretell the future, but at the very least, at the very, very least, you are meeting with your spiritual counsel, and you wake up with different knowings, and you're not sure why or where that came from, or just different information. Is because of what's happening when you are asleep. So there's a lot of like lucid dreaming meditations, things like that, that you could try on YouTube. But some of you, it's like spirit is saying, really pay attention to what's going on in your dreams. Really pay attention to what's going on in your dreams, because that tells you everything you need to know. All right. Also, with these genetic codes, you all, regardless of how you are resonating with this message, you all are being activated, upgraded somehow, some way, spiritually. Okay, some of you may be turning on to your spiritual gifts for the first time. Others of you, this is a big, big expansion onto that. Others of you, this activation is getting you in that place of that inner knowing where nobody can lie to you anymore. You read energy. You know what you know. Okay, this really does run deep. So let's pull some tarot. Okay, so we have the Lovers. And the Lovers, this could involve other people, that trick you or, you know, project one thing, but you sense the energy about them, you know, that could definitely talk about this. But also where you need to listen to your inner voice and not get caught up in your head based on what other people are saying and doing. And next out, we have the Devil, Six of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Cups. All right. Yeah, with the Magician there, the Devil, oh my goodness. And I see, because we have the Lovers, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, there, for some of you, there is a romance here, and I feel like you're questioning, is this like my twin flame? Is this my soulmate? Is this my one? And, you know, with the Devil and the Magician here, I mean, this is just a general reading, okay? I'm going to say no. This is somebody who is, and I don't even want to call them a karmic. This is somebody who puts challenges in your life, causes different emotional triggers within you for your activation, for your spiritual awakening, for your evolution, okay? And you're now coming into like the knowing of this about this person. If you haven't already come to this understanding, you definitely will very soon. And you're going to realize like how much they're phony, how much they're false. But through their falsity, the way that it has triggered you and grown you and expanded you. And I just feel like you've been asking, you know, is this the one I belong to? Is this my twin flame? And things like that. And, you know, what I see here, if this is a relationship that has caused you a ton of emotional heartache and pain, and you're constantly questioning yourself and the relationship, and where does it stand, and, you know, where do you stand with this person, and they're in and out, and they're flaky, and they're back and forth, and they hurt you. That's not your twin flame, all right? I know there's a lot of information out there talking about that, but there's a difference of, you know, going through something with someone that, you know, rocks the boat within you both emotionally at your soul, opposed to somebody continually hurting you, walking on you, emotionally abusing you, mentally abusing you, verbally abusing you, and God forbid, physically harming you, okay? No, any person that is like that and is consistently like that and treats you bad from day one, even if you feel you have this deep, deep connection to them, if they keep hurting you and treating you badly, that is not who you belong to, okay? It's not. This is Spirit saying you deserve love. 100% right here. You deserve real love, not somebody who is going to pretend with the Magician and the Ace of Cups, not somebody who's going to pretend. And for many of you, I feel that's like this astral, your spiritual counsel is coming in saying, no, there is somebody for you that is going to be a true, true love that's not going to hurt you. This person who just keeps lying to you, using you back and forth, this is who they are. This is true love, soulmate. This is somebody who is meant to trigger you, activate you, and awaken you so that you can come into this connection right here. All right, so those of you who have been with somebody and you've been thinking they're the one, but they're really awful to you, they're not. You don't deserve that. They have only been a really heavy teacher along your journey. And you know, with the Devil showing up here, that is the representation of Capricorn energy. Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto have all been in Capricorn, working each and every one of us really hard. And so they just have moved from Capricorn into Aquarius. And what I see is this here, the false, the pretend, in romance, in friendship, in life experiences, any sort of falsity whatsoever, you're now going to see it all for what it is, okay? You are coming out of this energy, the Devil paired up with the Magician, and you deserve better than that. Like, Spirit really wants you to know that. Like, this is what you have, and this is what you think it is. And Spirit's like, no, okay, no, this is not this. This is what you want. This is what I want to align you to. And this genetic codes, this other person that Spirit wants to align you to is a soulmate to you 100% with the Six of Cups. Okay, and this is somebody who would not hurt you, who would not harm you. And those of you, you know, who are spiritually awakening here, you will align to your soul tribe. Like, I see this as the people and energies that have been around you. Okay, the devil, and it's like not loving, not supportive, take advantage, not there for you, that type of energy. And you're coming out of that. You're seeing the truth of these people. And as you have this activation, you're not going to desire anybody that's represented by this card here, whether it's romance, friend, family, or it doesn't even have to be a person. It's like different experiences or things you wanted. If it's this energy, you're going to turn away from it because it's not going to align to who you are now becoming. Okay, you are really changing. You're shifting from the soul with all of this cards, the way they have aspected, and it's time for you to experience like magic love. Okay, a love that is not going to hurt you, not going to take advantage of you, is going to help you further expand and grow and evolve spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. There is somebody very, very special for you out there, okay? And like I said, this is a general reading, and I know people get very, very sensitive. So, you know, if you're like, nope, this person who I've been through hell and back with is my one, then that could be your one, all right? This reading might not be for you, but what I'm seeing is it's time for that energy to get out of your life. And through this activation, you're no longer going to tolerate that. And also, those of you spiritually awakening, you are awakening to a powerful gift within yourself. It could be your spiritual gift, like just now awakening to it for the first time, a huge expansion onto that. Or there's like this entirely new aspect of self that's opening up that you've never even known was a part of you. All right, life is about to get much sweeter. You're not going to be confused anymore. All right, major clarity coming, and you've got a lot of angels and spirit guides around you, your ancestors around you, and they always tell you the truth. They speak it to you through your intuition. They give you signs. They give you synchronicities. They give you confirmation, but it's like you doubt yourself, and it may be like that you really care for others, or you just want to see the best in other people, and so it could be very hard for you to accept that your intuition is the truth because it's saying things that you don't want to believe, you know, and then here's somebody saying everything that they think you want to hear. But you're just, that's not going to work anymore. There's, with this hazy perception of Neptune saying, I'm clearing it all up for you. The magic and foolery and tricks that have been run on you, they're not going to work anymore. They're going to have no more effect because of the activation that you are going to receive. And it is time for you to align to soul tribe, true love, soulmate type of energy, people that will not hurt you, that are not this devil right here. All right, know that those who have hurt you and treated you terribly, no, you never deserved that, ever. All they've done here is triggered you and activated you and allowed you to evolve and expand so that you can come into some really, really beautiful, true and real connections. All right, let's pull some more cards. Oh wow, okay, these two just jumped out. You've got creative fire and happy surprise. Nice. You, even though like you've been dealing with this devil, okay, and you've just been confused and unsure, it's all going to make sense. There's a very beautiful surprise up ahead for you. And with this creative fire and the magician, your manifestational abilities are about to get very, very strong. So be mindful of what you're thinking and what you're feeling, okay? Be very mindful of that energy because you're going to rapidly manifest. It's like you're going into this period of rapid manifestation. But there's some beautiful things coming your way. You've been going through it with this devil, and it's time for the angel to come into your world. And there's some rewards and some happiness and new connections coming in, soul tribe members that won't hurt you. They will only help you grow and expand in positive ways. Eliminate gossip. And this says, making assumptions is a setup for suffering because usually we gossip about our assumptions. We make assumptions and believe we are right. Then we defend our assumptions and try to make others wrong. And this is a very special message to me. You don't assume, okay? You don't. You know what you know. And I feel that when you are speaking like the truth of what you're feeling, that's when somebody comes at you and says, oh, you're just crazy, you're wrong, you're paranoid, you're insecure. And then, you talk to people about it. And, they may add to this confusion in your life, or other people gossiping about you. Don't get caught up in those energies. Know what you know within and trust that. And the more you trust yourself and your intuition, the more spirit will validate and confirm. All right, that doesn't mean you have to outright call somebody wrong and say you're wrong, you're lying, this, that, and the other. But when you know what you know and you stick with that, the truth will come out. But when you waver and you go back and forth, the truth will remain hidden from you because the vibes that be feel as though you're rejecting the truth. But when you know what you know and you stand strong in that, the truth will reveal itself. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.